So we have here our problem number 1. We are asked to find the volume generated by revolving about the x-axis, the area bounded by the line x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0, and the x and the y-axis. So the first thing that we are going to do here is, of course, to express this in terms of y. So we have our equation x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. So if we are going to express this in terms of y, we have here the 2y. Lipat natin sa kabila, no? Si 2, that will be positive, and the x here will be negative. So divide everything by 2, and we have here 2 minus x over 2. Or we can say that we have here 1 minus x over 2. Since this is just an equation of a line and 2 points determine a line, so kukuha lang tayo ng dalawang points. Kunin na lang natin yung x and the y intercepts. So, if x is equal to 0, then we can solve here that our y is just equal to 1 if x is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 1. So, meaning dadaan tayo sa 0, 1. And if our y is equal to 0, so if this is equal to 0, then we would have here 0 is equal to 1 minus x over 2, and we have here x over 2 is equal to 1, then we can say that x is equal to 2. And since we have here y is 0 and x is 2, so this is passing to 0. So if we are going to graph this, we would have here 0, 1. So kung i-exaggerate ko na lang, this is the location of 0, 1. And in here is the location of the 2, 0. So this is now our line. Okay? And if we are going to revolve this, no? So if we are going to revolve this area bounded by the y-axis, the x-axis, no? And our line. So with this, kung paiikutin natin ito, ang mabubuo nating figure is a cone, no? So makakabuo tayo dito ng cone. Okay? If we are going to consider the volume element, no? So this would be the volume element. Makakabuo tayo dito ng piso. Ayan. That would be the circular disc. And this one would be having the radius, no? The radius which is equal to y. And this thickness here, of course, is the dx. Okay? So this equation here is x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, taking the differential of the volume, we have here the pi, radius here is y, square, multiplied by the thickness of the circular disc, which is the dx. So, hence, our volume here is equal to pi integral of y squared dx, and our limit will be from, since we are in x, no? So our limit will be from 0 up to 2. We have here from 0 to 2. So since our y here, as we can see in here, our y is equal to 1 minus x over 2. So substitute natin dito sa equation natin. And we have here the volume is equal to pi integral from 0 to 2 of 1 minus x over 2 squared dx. Okay, so solving for the integral of this, the first thing that we are going to do is, of course, to expand our equation. Then we have here the volume is equal to pi integral from 0 to 2. So kung expand natin to, we have here 1. In the second term, kukopyahin lang natin itong sign natin, no? The minus. And we are going to multiply this x over 2 to 1. So that is x over 2. And multiply that by 2. So we have here x. And square this second term here. So we have plus x squared over 4. And this is dx. Now we can integrate each of the terms here. And we would have here the volume is equal to pi. The integral of 1 here is, of course, equal to x minus the integral of x here is x squared over 2. And the integral of x squared over 4 here is x cubed over 4 times 3, so that's 12. And of course, our limit is from 0 up to 2. Now, evaluating our limit, and we have here our volume is equal to pi. For the upper limit, we have here 2 minus 2 squared over 2 plus 2 cubed over 12. And for the lower limit, so since this is 0, everything will be 0, so that will be 0. Okay, so we have here, so computing for this, we have here 2 minus 2 squared over 2. Pwede nyo rin gamitin dito yung calc function, no? Na type nyo lang yung equation and then calc for the value of 2. Raised to 3 over 12. And this is equal to 2/3. So, since may pi tayo dito, so we have here 2 pi over 3. Since this is volume, so this is cubic units. And this is now our answer.